Generals, gentlemen.
Welcome to our round of 8 now. We are in the quarterfinals here between BMA on the left-hand side, the blue side of town, and on the right-hand side. Who do we have, Mrs. Quizma?
On the right-hand side, we have Legendary. Okay, so we got Adam playing Siva as the marksman. We got Point playing Evelyn in the jungle. We got Witty as the support, Thresh. Adji as the top lane, Zax being very defiant. Doesn't want to let Spike get up there. We need more gold in the mid lane on Orianna. And over to our left side, as you said, BMA. We got High Eye and BMA DC in the jungle and Elise. Spike in the top lane on that very scary dragon, Shyvana. Hardwell as the support, Morgana. Christ,
That's Chiseled Bra. Chiseled Bra.
Chiseled Bra.
Yeah.
Okay, as the Officer Caitlyn. So I believe that's Officer Caitlyn and Excalibur in the mid lane on LeBlanc.
Excellent there, and Agi floating into the air. So deciding not to go for a lane swap here. Exactly, so we may see Spike have a pretty good time in the lane as a result. But as I was sort of getting at earlier, wouldn't it make a lot more sense for Agi on the Zac to go for the exhaust? If he's in a lane that is going to have a very hard time, why go for the kill potential with Ignite when you can go for the exhaust, which also does kind of give you kill potential, but mainly it's the fact that use it defensively, it'll slow down and it'll lower the damage of the Shyvana.
Are you saying Zac should take exhaust?
I would say so. Compared to an Ignite, I mean, against a Shyvana, I don't think the Ignite's going to help much.
I think like the Zac sort of like elastic slingshotting to places and just getting those like clutch ignites, or pretty much since she has a D-Blade, she has a lot of trading potential against Zac, and if Zac chooses to also trade with it at the same time, he can pop Ignite, pretty much nullify that kind of life steal back from the trade and pretty much suppress that. Spike really showing his dominance. He's going to hit level 2 very early.
Yeah, I think the Ignite may transition well into the team fights of Agi, but definitely in the lane he's going to have a hard time. So Agi already getting quite low by the burnout here of Spike, and of course getting behind in the CS.
Yes, unfortunately that Flame Breath did not hit onto Zac, but if it did, it could have spelled trouble in the top lane. He's already very low. One Bloblet has been destroyed by Spike so far.
So that really is important, doing the harassment but also denying the Bloblets, and Spike is going for a dive even. Got to be careful, Ignite is up and ready here for Spike on the Shyvana, so she could commit with that Ignite if she so desires.
Yeah, so every time that Flame Breath lands, it's just so much potential for Spike to absolutely out-trade him. Evelyn not coming straight up to the top lane, going red, then getting blue, then looking for something in the mid lane. Oh,
junglers, they all meet each other. Look how low BMA DC is. Excalibur's doing a fair bit of damage onto We Need More Gold and the snare. Ignite's ticking, but it won't secure our first blood. And we do have our mid laners here for BMA backing off out of that one unscathed.
Point doing a great job at staying above health. Above half health there. Oh, getting hooked by the death sentence down the bot lane.
Oh, in the bottom lane there we do see Chiseled Bright getting quite low. The Black Shield keeping him alive for now, but will it be enough? May lose a lot of the CS because of the advantage there, so Spike not able to secure that first kill, despite how aggressive she is playing this one.
So, the Black Shield, it only blocks
magical. That's going to be a kill here. Flame Breath and the Ignite.
No Ignite.
Wow, no Ignite. I guess she wants to save the Ignite for when Agi is not under the tower, because when Agi is under the tower, she cannot finish off those cell divisions.
No, it's a lot of Bloblets to destroy, especially Shyvana. And under the tower, it's so early into the game. Oh, Duck Bunny missing everything. Repel.
Fantastic cocoon onto Weddy. Has to burn the flash. There's a lantern as well for the shield. Will this be another kill? It will not indeed, backing away. So for now, despite how much action there is, not able to secure these kills.
No, Spike getting quite aggressive there, taking a lot of damage from the minions. Oh, Evelyn coming up to meet him. Zac initiating with his Bloblets.
Fantastic work. There's Ignite, but Agi will drop to his cell division perhaps. It's to survive for now for the Bloblets, but Spike's definitely going to have a hard time here. First blood, and Point picks him up with the blue buff.
Great job, Point. Also, Agi playing it very safe, not using that cell division too early, and actually aggressing. It didn't even pop the cell division, so first blood to Evelyn, that's great. The snowball can start. May push this turret down since Agi is losing lane, technically, against Shyvana.
BMA's back in the bottom lane, wants to make some more plays happen. Spell Shield was actually burnt by the Q, so the Kakuna did land. Nice plays. Adam's very low, and the Dark Binding lands. Hardwell picks him up with the Ignite.
Great job, Hardwell. That was good Dark Binding, but yeah, that was a just a little bit too early, that spell shield. The neurotoxin could have hit. It was great how Elise didn't use the cocoon too early. She used the neurotoxin to get that shield down, then straight away cocoon immediately after. BMA also just chilling off to the side, possibly looking for a second pickup onto Thresh there.
And even then, you can't spell shield both the Cocoon and the Dark Binding. A lot of CC in that bottom lane is nice. So 1-for-1 for now, as we do see a Vamp Scepter onto Spike. Al Shyvana going to have a lot more sustain in the lane, whereas a Giant's Belt and, of course, that Doran's Shield from early on to Agi. So really going for the tanky sustain gain, which again is going to be what he needs.
Yeah, especially against the Shyvana on the Jules that's coming out. She's going a lot of damage early on. She doesn't really go for a lot of sustain. Oh, sorry, a lot of resistances. So it's looking to just get as most auto attacks she possibly can. Excalibur getting really low right now.
Yeah, trading very effectively, even against the LeBlanc. Has the Chalice for the mana resist and the magic regen, of course. So even then, not doing as much damage as she could have done on the Orianna, but look, once he hits level 6, which he has now, the double Q combined because of the ultimate does a lot of burst, and that really can allow those quick kills and those snipes.
It's kind of good that Orianna has her command protect, and if not, she's maxing that first. She's not. She's actually commanding her dissonance first. So she can get more shield back potentially when LeBlanc tries to burst her. But at this time, she's actually looking for that steroid and slow of the ball.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the Orianna with the Ignite. A lot of times against the LeBlanc and like an Assassin, you do actually see them go for the barrier so they can survive that burst. They'll go again for the burst, but won't find it.
No, just going back to her mark after that gap closer. Does not want to commit too hard to this engagement, especially against an Orianna. LeBlanc winning in farm 47 CS over Orianna's 40, so that's nearly entire minion wave ahead compared to the mid lanes, but only 2 backs now for Orianna now. Agi still getting quite low. Spike doing a great job in suppressing this Zac.
Yeah, across the board, it's better CS for BMA, so they're definitely playing the CS game well. Even the LeBlanc, who typically does have a hard time CSing, especially compared to someone such as Orianna.
Just throw your ball out the minion wave and you can pick up a couple of minions while LeBlanc has to actually auto-attack them or actually used her gap closer to secure the minions, if not maxing that first.
But check this, Excalibur's actually been leveling the distortion.
Oh, that's...
So that's probably why she's not having those good trades and those good exchanges, but as a result is having such good CS. Something you've seen a lot of LeBlancs do lately is go for the distortion for the extra CS.
Well, that was a great spell shield for that dark binding there, but yeah, that distortion, it secures the wave, makes you be able to split push, and it's a pretty low cooldown. It sort of like lets you get past that pre-level 6 early game phase. Oh, Spike getting really low right now.
They're trashing heads right now. BMA's moving in, may get the Towered Up Cocoon, and the Volatile Spiderling not able to secure the kill. Spike's quite low and did pop the Dragon's Descent in the bottom lane. Point moving in for a gank. Hardwell and Chiseled Bra not going to overextend, rather, not going to get themselves caught, but actually, Legendary are going to go for this tower, this dragon.
Yeah, perfect time. They got the mid wave push, they got the bot wave push. It's perfect right now. And then they saw at least was in the top lane, no smite nearby. It's a great job by Legendary to get that Baron. Dragon.
That's a free dragon right there for Legendary, and that will take them above in the gold, which they needed because of the CS disparity, BMA being ahead in pretty much all of those lanes. So for now, Vamp Scepter onto Adam's Sivir, but hasn't backed yet onto Caitlyn. 2.4k gold in the bank, so we'll definitely be able to afford the BF Sword, or may just save up straight for the Bloodthirster in one go.
Yeah, whoever gets the BF Sword first on the bot lane is going to have a great time over the other. If they get the same time, it's going to be pretty boring, in my opinion. But Zac doing a pretty good job in trying to stay up with CS, even though he's just getting pooped on by this Shyvana.
Yeah, so Death Sentence doesn't quite land its mark there. Chain Vest as well as the Giant Spell, but when he's getting quite low, Chiselbra low on mana, won't be able to ace if he wants to, but in the mid lane here, we do see Winnie going very, very low. Pops the Shockwave, but not in time, and BMA picks him up in the mid lane here. Point out of position.
Yeah, Point has to run to that turret to defend it. Since that Lantern wasn't used to throw to Point to bring him to the bot lane, she has to go to the mid lane defend, but don't know how well she'll be able to do it. Both these champions have good siege and CC and burst. All magical though.
Going for the dive. Will they land it? Point's getting absolutely blasted down, rappelling into the air to avoid the tower aggro. Nice diving between the LeBlanc and the Elise.
Yeah, so they've just pretty much nullified that early game first blood of Evelyn right there. some BM coming out from Oriana there, but it's slowing down a little bit now. That mid turret not going to get taken out. BMA trying to do his best he can, but the minions are just going to get taken out. Oh, Shockwave being used.
That's a very bold Shockwave as well. Will it secure a kill? BMA's running for his life. It will be fine. Speed boost from Dissonant, not able to get in range for the command attack.
Yeah, we need more gold. Flash was on cooldown. Ignite was used in that engagement. But unfortunately, not being able to secure the kill and just making BMA back off from the turrets and keeping the mid lane turret alive for a bit longer.
Chisabra is doing very, very well for himself, above in CS despite being below in items, and will actually just stay in lane until he can afford the Bloodthirster, which should be very soon. Almost 3.5k gold in the bank, and may back away very soon.
Yeah, so pretty much he's stayed in the spot lane from the start of the game till now, has not gone back once, doesn't need to go back, so that's that 9 CS advantage over the Sivir. Sivir's gone back and bought items. Has a little bit of a better, easier time staying ahead. Had mana, can get mana with a spell shield pretty much whenever she blocks an ability, but Caitlyn is just under itemized, but once she goes back, she'll, as you said, Bloodthirster, strong, OP.
And it's very risky because a lot of times if you do stick around in that lane for too long, it means that you'll actually get behind in the engages because of the item disparity. But she has been trading very, very well, and that is very, very crucial indeed. In the top lane, Agi's still very low. Gotta be careful. Doesn't have the Sunfire Cape just yet. And Spike does have the boots for the extra movement speed. So he's going to have some very, very good diving, and it looks as though Point moving up. And finally, we do actually see Chisabra going to have the Bloodthirster. No boots just yet, so still incredibly slow, as we can see, waddling along back into that lane. But the Bloodthirster is going to give her a huge damage spike. Agi still very low.
Yeah, that Bloodthirst is going to be so beneficial. Since Sivir doesn't have hers yet, she can't start stacking it. Once Kate gets hers fully stacked, she'll have a huge advantage over Sivir. But I've been watching this. Agi only takes damage when he goes for CS, so he trades his health for gold. And it's been working out for him. He's staying ahead, if not on par, with Shyvana.
Yeah, so now Spike is under the turret, but we'll go for the tower push rather than for a dive. Yeah, proxying those minions behind it. Point getting their red buff, IDC, and Excalibur looking to go for the bottom lane gank, not able to find it.
Yeah, Evelyn not going to answer this proxy, choosing to go towards her bottom rush, trying to secure that that blue for Oriana.
The good thing about proxying is it means that Agi has to go forward for his farm, allowing Spike to be more aggressive in the bottom lane though, when he gets caught by the cocoon and the net for the slow. No tower diving just yet. Excalibur very, very in between the jungle, so may get caught by a point. A lot of bursts going back and forth between the assassins, but there is the snare from Excalibur. Dodges the boomerang blade. Weddy's looking for the death sentence.
Yeah, been spotted out by the wards there. Oh, I think it was just baiting out that hook. He knew it was warded. Excalibur playing very dangerously.
Well, in the top lane, Spike actually got traded very low, so nice work, Agi. Out trading that one there, and for now 4 members here of BMA not able to take the dragon, as it is of course on timer for 1 minute left, not really able to secure the bottom tower either, so it's a bit of an awkward place to be at.
Nah, it's really hard to push against the Sivir, especially so early in the game. The Sivir can just boomerang blade the entire minion wave down, and since you don't have that kind of huge AD or damage compared to what the turret has, you can't clear the turret so quickly.
40 minutes on the clock, but looks as though there was actually no timer for BMA on that dragon, so they will not go for it. We need more gold trying to clear out that pink ward. Very, very important, but BMA wants to have none of that. Goes in with a cocoon, but he's caught between Point as well, going back in with a repel. Death is a little bit too early, but in a 1v3, very, very risky. Excalibur goes in for the assassinate, but Point drops BMA. Excalibur getting exhausted and almost gets taken out. Point flashes for the double kill onto our E. Very, very important, and that dragon spawning in 10 seconds. BMA not in a good spot.
Well baited out by Legendary. They stayed around, they got Oriana to walk in front of that cocoon, and Evelyn was Point was close by to answer it. And they got the kill, and now they can get a dragon out of it. This is going to be another dragon to Legendary.
Looks as though Hardwell not able to steal the dragon, only has the Dark Bite. Not exactly the best one, but will try another. Pilgrim Peacemaker goes in. Worth a but definitely not able to get that one in at the end. So Spike still trading up here in the top lane. Sunfire Cave and a Negatron Cloak here. So Edge's going to have a huge spike in his tankiness, where Spike, the Shyvana, doesn't quite have the Blade of the Ruined King or anything like that fancy, but does have the Bilgewater Cutlass, which will give her more peel, more damage in the slow, and of course her own Negatron Cloak.
It's interesting how they pick up the completely resistances for Zac, and he's still being able to almost trade equal with Spike, but over... Oh,
whoa. In the top lane, a dive here from Excalibur goes in, but Point will pick up that kill. That is now 4 kills for Point. Now having the Spirit of the Ancient Golem and the boots. So that's not what you want to do. You don't want to give that Eve the kills. That's exactly what's happening. Whereas looking at the Assassin of BMA, the LeBlanc in the mid lane, she isn't really snowballing that well, only on the 2 kills.
Nah, but those 2 kills is more gold, and it's more gold than what Oriana's getting, and that can lead to a snowball. It's really even items for both mid lanes right now. I think LeBlanc needs to go back. No, she has been spending a lot of money on her wards. Oh, Cocoon lands.
Nice work. Spike off to the side, not able to get there in time. Poppy Dragon's Ascent, really out of position, gets knocked back though by the Elastic Slingshot there. Let's bounce, but the tower not getting taken down. A huge misplay there by Spike.
Yeah, unfortunately, the very end of that Let's Bounce knocked Shyvana out of her pretty much flash, and it just did nothing. So that's the second turret for BMA this entire game. Doing great. They now are even on gold.
Yeah, but gets the 2 towers, which is great. The 2 towers pretty much evening up the 2 dragons of Legendary. So a pretty interesting dynamic in this game. And Point is going to continue to try and make more of these assassinates and more of these roams happen.
That's all right, just like waiting to get turrets. Like, turrets are just gold that sits there. It's an investment. It stays there for the entire game. It's when you decide to take that. Dragons don't stay there for the entire game. You've got to really pretty much challenge each other for them. Longer these bottom and these outer turrets stay there, the easier they become.
Exactly, so getting the blue buff onto Excalibur in the lane has finished leveling up the Distortion, so we'll go back to level up the Sigil of Silence, which is just so crucial for the burst here. But looking at items, we do see the Bloodthirster also completed onto Adam's Sivir, as well as the pickaxe, so we'll have a fair bit of damage.
I feel like Sivir's backing off a bit too much over Chillsbra. Chillsbra is now 20 CS ahead of Sivir. Sivir trying to pick up some quick desperate... Oh,
getting very, very low. Has to flash away on the hunt being popped from Adam, but it will not get caught by the Cocoon and the Dark Binding because of the spell shield. So nice plays there coming out of Adam, popping that one just in time.
Adam using all his summoner spells, barrier as well as flash. He did not want to die then. At least having to back off after that engage. BMA doing a pretty good job applying pressure to every lane the best he possibly can. Sticking around though, and trying to secure another, knowing that Adam has burnt his flash.
Both of our junglers are in the bottom lane, looking to make some plays happen, clearing out the pink ward, always very crucial. The wet is getting bursted pretty hard. There is the Dark Binding and the Tormented Soil for the Magic Shred, and now Point's going in with a lot of damage. Has the tankiness of the Warden's Mail as well, so won't be quite as squishy and glass cannony as you typically see on the Evelynns.
Yeah, I typically always see Evelynns just build glass cannon, but it's just gone the opposite way, building resistance. Oh, I think it's an Omen getting finished from that Wardens and Giants belt, but I've never seen a Golem get picked up on Evelynn. I think that's a pretty decent job. It's going to give her a lot more gold compared to the other items, a lot more resistance, and that extra tenacity will be very helpful. Excalibur getting caught out. I think actually in shop.
Caught by the recalling there. Oriana was invisible. Shockwave whiffed and will not take down Excalibur. Yeah, I think Point was just buying time because she was invisible, so she wasn't revealed. She was buying time for We Need More Gold to get in position and help her take out the LeBlanc.
We're nearly coming up to the 20-minute mark of the game. Agi getting dropped very low against Spike. Just Let's Bounce everywhere, taking every globlet we can. Dragon Ascent being used.
Yeah, that may secure the kill here. Ignite though, and a tower shot turning things around. Flame Breath may secure the kill. Burnout almost got the kill under the tower. In the bottom lane though, Chiselbra gets taken out by the auto attack of Weddy. Hardwell off to the side, not able to keep him alive, and may lose this outer bottom turret.
So Chiselbra showing that stay in lane a bit too long can be actually bad.
These spell shields are fantastic. Hardwell will pay for it with his life by the looks of Weddy's very low. Ignite picking up in the end. Hardwell still alive. Adam getting bursted down hardcore. A double kill for our LeBlanc Excalibur.
Good rotation from the mid laner and jungle coming down to that bot lane, knowing that they can apply lots of pressure as it was getting pushed. Didn't really need much help in the mid lane nor the top. Evelyn trying to the best you can. Shyvana's backing off, got some items. 3 sweeping lenses coming out.
That's a lot of early sweeping lenses. Usually you see 2 for quite some time, and 3
at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Normally you don't see 3 until 30 minutes. So very aggressive ward clearing here for legendaries, but it can definitely pay off having the vision control.
Yeah, not a turret for legendaries this entire game, and they're just under a K gold of what is BMA's. BMA has every single outer turret of this game. Witty using his lantern to get Adam to the CS quicker. But yeah, as I was saying, Caitlyn, she stayed a little bit too long in the bot lane, and that pickaxe seemed to be a bit stronger over Caitlyn, and she out-traded it, and the roam of BMA's mid laners just pretty much overpowered.
Fantastic timing here for legendaries. They're there just in time for the Dragon to respawn. Chiselbra's moving in and scouts it out with the ward, but can they invade this one? Points moving in as well. Looks as though that's going to be another Dragon here for legendary. Can they steal this one? There's a flash from Excalibur that distorts away, no problems at all. Weddy's very low, gets absolutely bursted down. BMA on the chase here. Can she make some picks happen? Cocoon still on cooldown. Point is off to the side, has to flash over the wall. Again, isn't as squishy as you would expect here, and lands a Cocoon. Fantastic plays. Excalibur doing a bit of burst as well. Shut down, but that's a shockwave. Chiselbra incredibly low despite the black shield. There's a Soul Shackles, but will it be in time? Nope. Gets taken out there. Double kill. Agi on the chase. Excalibur trying to double distort away out of trouble. A fantastic victory here for Legendary, but in the top lane, Spike pushed through the inner turret.
Yeah, first inner turret of the game, looking to pressurize that. Only Witty's there to answer it, and Witty's actually getting harassed pretty hard. But that was a great job by Orianna just coming down at the correct time to answer it, getting a 2-man shockwave in, and completely throwing the fight towards his favor.
The issue for Chiselbra is, again, went for the Static Shiv over the boots, has now finally got the Berserker Greaves, but in that team fight, she did not have any boots, so she was incredibly vulnerable because of the lack of movement speed.
Couldn't even run away, but even if he chose to fight, she still would have died as well.
Exactly, but will be pretty powerful now with a Static Shiv over just the pickaxe of our Sivir Adam, so that will be quite nice. For now, the gold is pretty much on par.
Dead set on par.
Exactly, 35k across the board, but I think the real advantage is going to Legendary because they will push those turrets back and they will get the gold in a matter of seconds once they do start making those team fights happen and pushing those towers down, where the Dragons, you can't get those back.
No, you can't get a Dragon back. Turrets are just gold investments around the map. But a last Whisper get picked up on Sivir. I like that pickup of not getting attack speed on Sivir, especially since a lot of her damage is from her Boomerang Blade, and then she actually just gets many auto attacks out from her auto attacks coming out.
The Ricochet.
Ricochet. The Ricochet of Last Whisper will be combined so well with it. So you don't really need the attack speed on Sivir. I feel it's so more beneficial. It's more damage coming out, and that's what Legendary needs right now, is more damage.
Hardwell getting incredibly bursted just there. Very, very low. Orianna has some nice burst and looks as though Point will get scouted out by the Vision Ward. Can they take her down? Snared, and the Ace. Oh, this may be a dead even by the looks of it. Hardwell being focused though, won't get the kill in time. BMA picks him up in the end. Agi going into the team fight. It's going to be deep. There's a box in the middle. Shockwave getting a 2-man shockwave on the squishies. But Weddy does drop to the ground. Spike's there as well. Not able to get a dive in the end. So 1 for 2. Not exactly a great team fight there, but very, very low. BMA definitely want to back away out of that one. It's a pretty good long-range sniping there from We Need More Gold. And they're very, very low there. They could give some more deaths if they get caught out of position.
Pretty much props to Spike there. Dragon is sending into We Need More Gold. And Adam there, just trying to keep them away from the fight, dropping We Need More Gold quite low and pretty much stopping their pressure in that team fight. They removed him, essentially.
Excalibur playing a risky game here. We Need More Gold can burst her down. No problems at all if she does move into position, but we'll lose the tower. BMA as well. They're both so low here. Got to be careful. Goes in with the command attack. Doesn't land, though. The tower has held on for now. Repelled into the air to keep her alive. Will she go into Agi? No, backing away. Playing the safe Ricochet, repel there rather. Hardwell's back on full HP. but BMA ADC is still there, rocking about a quarter of the HP. Tower's getting low to the empowered auto attacks of we need more gold. Spike's going in, doesn't land the Dark Binding. Very, very crucial points back there on full HP. And in a fantastic display of balls, BMA have held on to their turret.
Yeah, they did. That was Point just throwing at her aggression, just trying to tank as much of that from the turret shots in, and the rest of her team, Adam and Oriana, trying to do as much damage to the turrets. But I feel Legendary actually lacks sieging potential on turrets, taking 3 melee champions and 2 range over the 4 range champions of BMA.
Yeah, it's a very good wave clear though, combining Siva and the Oriana. They do have fantastic wave clear, and also Oriana does have those powerful auto attacks from her passive, so it's not the best sieging, but it's definitely not the worst sieging comp
It's
either.
short range. It's quite short range though. Siva's quite a short range ADC as well as Oriana. Well, Oriana's quite a short ranged melee. Short ranged.
Auto attacker?
Major. Utility mage, that's the thing.
Something like that, but for now, not able to secure the turret. A lot of pink wards are on the field here for BMA. Point will clear out one of them, it seems. Dragon spawning in 1 minute 10, and at this stage, I think BMA could actually contest that dragon, which would be nice if they have lost all 3 of them. Spike getting caught, but doing a bit of damage onto Point.
Yeah, I think Point called for some backup there to remove that pink ward. Didn't even remove the pink ward. So Spike's just going to remove that normal ward now.
Definitely good objective control. They're keeping not only the tower, but also the wards and whatnot. So it's definitely giving them the edge that they're needing, as the gold is just so similar. Spike going up for the top to clear out those minions, as we do see a red camp ready to be taken by Chiseled Bra.
Gone straight to Chiseled Bra. It's going to be great if she lands many auto attacks in a team fight. She can, slowing them down. I believe Static Shiv will proc red onto everybody that gets hit by it. So it's going to be very beneficial. Adam does not have red, and it's on Point getting engaged there.
BMA does get caught, but just repels into the air. There is a Randuin's onto our Elisa, could slow them down. Spike moving onto the side. Weddy's very low. Ace in the hole, will not claim the kill, but very close. Dragon sent to pick that one up in the end. Spike really wanted the kill and did get that in the end. So now may push through the mid tower, or may just go straight for the dragon, but there is no vision on the dragon.
As a clever black shield then, using it onto Shyvana, so the box walls of Thresh do not slow him down when he tries to chase him. So Spike throwing aggression into the mid lane, possibly get this turret.
And he's going in. That's a fantastic Let's Bounce Shockwave. BMA getting womboed hardcore, and a Soul Shackle as well, but won't keep them alive. They're all on the run, one by one, getting absolutely melted. Spike, he's left by himself. And that is an ace here for Legendaries. Legendary wombo there. Fantastic play. Will lose the outer and maybe even the inner turret.
That was a great ball holding by Zach there, getting 4 people within him. Shockwave getting triggered. It seems as if they're going to disengage after this for the Baron. I see the pings going out. Thresh is making his way towards. I don't believe they'll get the next turret. Yes, they are. But that was a great engage, and that's exactly what Legendary need to bring this team fight to this favor.
And they may just get this Baron as well. They're already 3k gold ahead of BMA, and with the Baron, it would be even more. And the Buffs got to be feeling good about that one, because they weren't looking too good in this game. But a single team fight just turned everything around. Fantastic play. Baron getting absolutely shredded. That is a free Baron here for Legendary. BMA not able to get there in time.
Great job by them. I was hoping they just like wait off in the corner in the Baron pit and possibly bait one out, but I don't believe BMA are that silly to be fooled into something like that.
Perhaps not. So there is the mass recall here from Legendary. What will they return with into the next set of team fights here? We do have a death cap onto Oriana. Last whisper onto our Caitlyn here.
Oh, no, still had a... She's always had a last whisper.
Oh, I meant onto Adam, rather. But actually, Static Shiv as well. So, yeah, you were right. So,
Negatron Cloak coming out.
BMA getting the Dragon, though. So, that's going to be nice. Their first Dragon of the game. But Dragon in exchange for Baron, not the best odds there, indeed. So, Randuin's onto our Point, of course. The Evelyn will be very, very nice for those engages. Hexdrinker as well. So, really going for a tanky Eve.
Yeah, she really wants to get in those fights, deal as much damage as she possibly can. I think it's the first time I've seen an Eve without a Blade of the Ruined King. But the Dragon buff on the Baron buff on Eve is gonna be great because it gives her tons of regen, and she just goes in and out of fights a lot. You see that of Point, how he's been playing Evelyn. So that will give him a lot of regen and possibly control of these buffs. Getting blue, going straight to win needs more gold. Siva pushing this mid lane down. The top is pretty pushed. I don't know how LG or Legendary will use their Baron buff to win this game. How will they throw different pressure around the map? Will they actually try to get this top turret? Or will they get that bottom turret? There's a lot of options out there for them right now.
Well, the outer top turret is still standing, so it's going to be easy pushing if they do go for that one. But looks like they're going to push down the mid lane in a very aggressive display of prowess there. What is a little bit too far back, but we'll get there in time. And against the good lane clear of the Caitlyn, I don't really know how well they will go in actually sieging that tower down. But with their Baron, it will definitely give them some good chances. A split push may be a good idea.
Pointing here with the Dark Bind, it's okay. She lived the shield coming out from the ball, and she's going to escape. So either a split push coming down for that bot lane, and they can either pressure that bottom turret, will be a very good strategy, a Legendary coming out right now. But it seems like it's going to play the waiting game and possibly try to catch somebody out.
All of the ults are now available, so we may see another Elastic Let's Bounce, and of course the Shockwave Wombo combo that we did notoriously see beforehand. That may be able to secure a team fight here, but can go either way. Weddy going in very aggressive, does get caught and absolutely bursted down by BMA. There is the Elastic Slingshot with a Let's Bounce. The Shockwave, not too bad there indeed. BMA dropping to the ground. 3 of them are gone. Excalibur's left and BMA. That's going to be a fantastic team fight. Only Weddy dropped during that one, and here's the support Thresh. Once the box goes down, you don't really need him in those team fights. Agi getting very, very low to the tower. The tower falls just in time. Agi won't lose his passive in the process. Point getting very low to the burst of Excalibur. Taking out the dummy and backing away. May even get the inhib.
It's going to be pretty risky if they do get this inhib. Oh, actually, yeah, they're quite low. Excalibur and BMA will not be able to defend this. And that's a 4v2, and it's going to be pressured off that.
Such a good team comp there for that ult synergy. And we do see the inhib dropping as well. So about a 5k gold lead here for Legendary. So playing this one very, very well. And just great work between the team. Point going to take down this inner turret. No problems at all. But we do see BMA moving in. There's a repel and ace in the hole. That may secure the kill. Tower shot. And the auto attack picks him up, so Point staying around just for that little bit too much longer.
Yeah, a little too long. I thought they were going to get 2 more turrets from that, but they only got the top one. Getting backed off, LeBlanc pressuring them off that. Actually, no, they just recalled, so that was good. So Zach picking up Leandre's. He's going to be looking to do some overtime burning damage from his ability. He has a fair amount of slow or soft CC coming out from him.
Excalibur looks as though we'll cash out Weddy. A lot of burst. That's going to be an easy kill for Excalibur. Adam's moving in. Flashes in really... No! Flashes over the wall. Weddy will live to see another day for now. Dark Binding hit the red camp there and not a poor unfortunate Weddy. But looking at the items at Banshee's Veil on Adam's going to be fantastic. For the extra sustain. Now what I find very, very peculiar is the Zhonya's Hourglass on Hardwell. It'll give her more survivability, but she's not really needing that as much. She's the support Morgana.
If she runs to the front of the team and if she runs to the front of the team, she can be the main focus. A Soul Shackles will just come out immediately, then Zhonya's. And then the Legendary have to make the choice of either continue the fight or disengage.
It is good for the Soul Shackle synergy, but at the same time, I think a Mikkel's Crucible would be absolutely fantastic to really keep the Caitlyn alive. Chisabra is incredibly powerful, but just keeps dropping to these team fights because of how squishy he is.
As long as Chisabra stays at the very back and just keeps getting the most auto attacks off he possibly can, I think it'd be good. Wow, that was a nice leash.
Fantastic burst, but there's a Shockwave as well. Who will win the burst? It will be We Need More Gold, but does get taken out in the process.
One dominates the other while the other shuts the other down. Great job.
So vicious cycle, both of our buffs spawning up quite soon. 1 minute on the Dragon, 1 minute 30 on the Baron. These could be very, very crucial for those team fights. Spike's moving on to Agi, doing a bit of damage there, and the slows are really important. Gets locked down by the Dark Bind and Cocoon as well. Agi's looking like a dead blob to me. Pops the Let's Bounce. Hasty doesn't really have a choice. There's the self-division. Can we see the rest of the Legendary get there in time to finish him off? Chiselbra's getting slowed down, and a lot of damage from Point. Dodges the Dark Binding. There's Agi still alive. Spike will take him out. Chiselbra, though, doing a lot of damage on the side. Adam takes out the BMA, shutting down the Agi in the process as well. Adam on the chase with the on the hunt. Hardwell does drop. And now Chiselbra is by himself. Weddy on the chase.
Yeah, no Zhonya's Hourglass being used by Hardwell there. As you said, I think that wasn't a wise investment to put the gold into that over other defensive items for Hardwell. Sorry, for a chilled bra. But just gonna try stop this push of legendaries, but they're just gonna completely stop BMA from getting this Baron. We're gonna secure it. They're gonna put vision down. They're gonna get grant control of it.
Well, the Defs, they will respawn in time for the Baron, so it could definitely be a lot worse, but that Dragon would be free for the taking if Legendary decide to go for it. At the top, the minions are pushing, but Excalibur's going to farm them up, no problems at all. At 223 CS, pretty impressive for a LeBlanc.
Yeah, LeBlanc's really using the the distortion to farm the waves very easy, as well as using a bunch of skills on the actual minion wave just to get the CS. But Orianna is just ahead of her by so much. But Orianna has so many more farming abilities. She has 3 abilities which can hit multiple targets. Oh, Death Sentence nearly landing on Spike. That could dead Dragon.
Looks like they're going for the Baron rather than the Dragon. Will it pay off here? Definitely the better team fight going towards Legendary. We need more gold, getting quite low for the harassment of this point, but going in with the elastic slingshot. Let's bounce. Where's the shockwave? The ball is on him, but not able to get the 3-man shockwave they're looking for. Excalibur does drop to Adam in the process. Point moving in to slow down BMA and the rest of the team, but Spike's off to the side by himself. Hardwell can land the black shield, but so can the Death Sentence. Nice shield there from Hardwell. Weddy not able to make those plays happen, but that's going to be a free kill and probably secure the Baron.
Yeah, it was. We're all even just in here right now, but that was a great job. There was a lot of self-resilience of winning more gold, not using that shockwave to preempt. OMG coming in.
AG moving on once again, has the ball. Nice splitting up from BMA, but getting absolutely rocked. Repelled into the team alive for now, but look at the Dragon's descent. Hardwell in the Zhonya's. Will it keep him alive? It will indeed on the side, but romping through the team fight. 3 for 1. So much death here for BMA. Adam gets another kill, double, and the inhibitors a follow-up. This may well truly be the game here, as the Baron and Dragon again are still both ready for the taking.
Yeah, they choose disengage, probably going straight to that Baron. I'd be curious if LeBlanc answers. I believe she will, and possibly try to get up an easy kill. Point quite low. We need more gold, very low. And I think it's either Adam or AdG will be tanking this up.
Oh, but both Excalibur and Chris Chisabra are moving in. Nice spell shield, but Canning's one in time. Excalibur gets the assassinate and jumps away. Another kill. AdG will drop. A very bold move going for the Baron. Double kill here. Chisabra does pick up Adam as well. So double kill here across the board. Fantastic plays from BMA. Definitely delayed the Dragon.
Yeah, they pretty much curb stomped that Baron. They were just too low after that, and Baron lowers your resistance the longer you fight him. So BMA abused that fact that that Legendary chose to Baron at that point in time.
And there was just so much damage between Chiseled Bra and Excalibur. They really did have the damage to make those kills happen. And all of a sudden, BMA, they're going to go for the Dragon, the Baron as well. And they're on a lot higher HP. Chiseled Bra doing a lot of damage in the back. That's going to be a Baron here for BMA. Fantastic turnaround. Legendary definitely should have gone for the Dragon instead. Would have been a much safer alternative.
Even the bottom turret would have been very safe. Like, they open up more of the map. They won't be able to respond as quick. It would have been a really quick takedown since it doesn't have extra armor compared to what like its brother turret has in a top lane. So BMA definitely showing they're a force to be reckoned with and scraping ahead and almost on par with Legendary. It's going to be pretty close. Another drawn-out game again.
2 GAs on the field, one of which going towards the LeBlanc of Excalibur, the second of which going towards Point. So really committing to this tanky playstyle here. I don't exactly think it's paying off because AdG is also a tank and he's the utility tank with the elastic slingshot. Let's bounce, shockwave, wombo combo. What does Point have? Not really a lot. She won't die, run in, do a bit of damage, but not enough damage to burst people down and secure those kills.
I feel like Point is the real tank in this. And her point is, her main goal is to get in there as quick as possible, get a bunch of health back and slow them with her hate spikes.
Agony's Embrace?
Agony's Embrace, and deals much damage with her hate spikes when she's in those engagements. While then, when Zac comes in, he's just pretty much to hold the ball, as well as get as much CC out to pop the Leandre's torment on everyone I think that's what their main goals are. Until Evelyn gets some kind of damage dealing item besides the Hextech Drinker, I don't believe Point is really doing that much damage. Hate Spike's doing a fair amount, but I don't know how that the Guardian's Angel will go on Point. I don't think well.
Yeah, he's not exactly the target, so we'll have to see if it actually pays off here. But for now, Legendary are going to push down this bottom turret.
Both ADCs coming out with the Banshee Veils. It seems very more common to get the Banshee Veil over the Guardians, since it does give you health and a bit of mana. So it's quite handy, as well as those kind of like there's one abilities which can just completely annihilate you. When it's on Sivir, it's great to stop LeBlanc from just 100-0ing you, and it's great on Kate from, I think Orianna is actually 100-0ing people.
Well, and it's the fact that it's a 45-second cooldown and not a 5-minute cooldown. It means that you can be more aggressive with it. You don't have to play as defensive when it is on cooldown for quite some time. So a nice pickup and a snipe of that turret. So for now, 6 against 4, Legendary's overtaking the tower game. It looks as though they're just going to recall off, get some more items, and have a better time.
It's good that Legendary's playing a bit slower instead of playing super aggressive. Even know that they that BMA do have Baron. I think that's why they would be playing quite slow. They don't want... Oh, they're leaving that Wraith at that camp. Do not want to touch that. They need to start securing either some jungle or pushing to that mid turret. They only have the mid and bot turret, which BMA can really pressure or get.
The inhib is still exposed. That's definitely an easy target if they do get there, but it's pretty good ward control here for Team BMA, so not going to be able to backdoor and sneak that one in because of those wards, which is very, very crucial. But that inner turret, very, very low here for Legendaries, and this team fight may well decide a point. Moving in onto Hardwell, going to do a bit of damage and back away.
Yeah, Hardwell throwing the Duck Binding, trying to answer, but just doesn't really do much. It just throws onto Point. Point just shrugs it off, just stands there for a little bit, just waiting for the cooldown to come off, the CC to expire. And trying to pressurize this mid lane. A third? No, this is nearly full builds coming out for everyone across the map. It looks like a Banshee's Veil will be getting picked up for Orianna, just from that cow, the Spectral Cow pickup.
Well, Talisman as well here for Morgana will give her a lot more utility with that huge speed boost. Very important for connecting all of the Soul Shackles and those other abilities. So it looks as though Morgana really is all about just making those Soul Shackles happen with the Hourglass and the Talisman there indeed. Still no Mikkel's Crucible, but looks as though Legendary will pressure down this middle inhib. Can they get one then in time? Spike's moving in for the engage, and Weddy will get caught once again. Look at the burst, but deciding not to commit to it.
Nah, Weddy's always getting caught. Point, oh, get dashed really quickly on the hunt, getting popped, but no one answering. Any more gold.
Nice Zhonya's for We Need More Gold will keep him alive for now. Weddy is again very, very deep. Pops the box down in there. The inhib still alive for now. Weddy will drop by the looks of it. Excalibur goes in with a shockwave. 2 of them connect there indeed. That is our first blood in this team fight here. GA onto Point. Agi very, very low and does drop to Excalibur. Moving in for more kills. Hardwell, there's the Soul Shackles going in and the Zhonya's to keep her alive. Adam does get caught and Jizzlebra picks him up with the auto attacks. That's a fantastic defense here for BMA. Keeps the inhib and gets 3 for 1 kills.
That was a great job. It might have been some miscommunication by Legendary. Not picking up that that inhib, and actually many members dying for that very aggressive siege push.
Very aggressive back and forwards pushing. Wasn't exactly as consolidated as it could have been, and we really just do need to see the at least 3-man wombos from the Let's Bounce and the Shockwave. So it's good positioning from BMA, splitting up and avoiding getting caught in that blob and all getting hit by the CC. So for now, BMA, they're trying to push through to the inhib turret, but BMA is getting very, very low. Ooh. Good work, Cocooned. Otherwise, that would have been a dead spider.
Yeah, that would have been a dead spider. Evelyn trying to secure it, running away and thinking very nicely about Hardwell and just eating that Duck Binding to the face. But BMA getting really low.
But again, the buffs will be spawning quite soon. 35 seconds onto our Dragon, 50 seconds for the Baron. So again, these objectives are just becoming more and more important. This game is so close at the stage where it's not about items or it's not about the team comps, it's all about the positioning and who lands their CC. The team fights are getting pretty hectic and pretty tense indeed.
Yeah, max builds coming out for either marksmans and junglers right now. Oh, actually, some junglers still got to build some more items. There's a Guardian's Angel on cooldown of Evelyn, so unfortunately in the next team fight, she won't be as scary as possible. If BMA choose to try fight for this Baron now, I think it'll be in their favor.
Yeah, especially the GA is still available onto Excalibur's LeBlanc, so that's going to be incredibly crucial, allowing her to play aggressively with those backlines, assassinations there. So BMA moving into the jungle here of Legendary, clearing out some wards, and off to the side point is there. Got to be careful of that pink ward in the brush, hasn't revealed herself, and also the pink brush on the Baron, and it has been revealed actually, so Excalibur moving in, but misses all of the abilities.
Yeah, Point doing a good job just running around, dodging it side to side, zigzagging, and I think Legendary is going to push him off this Baron right now.
I do like the traps. It means that Legendary have to watch where they're stepping, otherwise they may get caught onto the snare. Agi gets snared though by the Dark Binding, but won't go into a team fight just yet. This is very, very close here, and for now, BMA in the better position, going for the Baron inside of the pit, but not committing to it. They don't want to go for the Baron when Legendary are that close, because it's very risky, and the Baron does shred your tankiness. So Legendary going the safe way around. Minions are pushing into the top lane, and now will decide to push through the middle.
I think they just want to just get the gold in the middle lane right now. A second Banshee's Veil is coming out onto We Need More Gold, trying to look for that protection of LeBlanc. LeBlanc just really just burst you out and remove you from these team fights, and if that happens before this Baron, that's going to spell devastation for Legendary.
The longer this draws out, the better it is for Legendary, because it's buying time for the Guardian's Angel to reset. Actually does get caught though, but Lantern's away, so the GA is probably on about 1 minute 30 timer left, which if it does put back on, that will give them just a little bit more of an advantage, which can make the difference indeed. When he doesn't find his death sentence, Baron's still looking there pretty, hasn't been taken.
As well as that bot lane is pushing pretty hard. There's a huge minion ball right there, and that's going to keep pushing longer. Legendary keep this kind of stalling mentality that they're doing.
This is just so close here. It's nice that they keep dodging the CC. Their sentences in the Dark Bindings, they don't really connect well enough. No one's getting caught, but there's a Let's Bounce. Where is the Shockwave? That's what we need to see here, splitting themselves up. BMA all over the place. Excalibur running away for his last Soul Shackles. Moving in, will it find a nice target here? Krichuzabra takes out Agi. BMA, fantastic Shockwave. That's what we want to see, because now all of a sudden Legendary looking very, very strong. Adam's still there doing a lot of damage. Double kill for We Need More Gold. Excalibur on the side has the GA available. Point moving in, and of course BMA, ADC recalling off to the side. Nice team fight. The Shockwave was timed. It wasn't burned preemptively. It wasn't greedy. We Need More Gold, he waited for the Shockwave. He found it, and they allowed them to push through that team fight, get the inhib, and maybe even this bottom turret.
Not only was that a good team fight, they went at the right time when that bottom minions pushed down into it, and possibly, oh no, that's too much poke from LeBlanc. I don't think they'll be able to stick around too long. Oh, here we go.
Excalibur's going back in here. Point gets caught by the Cocoon. Whoop enough burst. The GA now has a refresh for Point. That's fantastic. Excalibur flashes back in, gets a lot of burst from We Need More Gold. Has her own GA tower still there, and more minions on the top. 4K gold lead for Legendary. Baron ready for the taking.
I'm surprised there's no DFG on LeBlanc so early. Like I was expecting it to be more earlier, possibly even before the death cap, or even the void stuff, and that's a very quick dragon to Legendary.
Yeah, that's going to nice pick up there indeed. We'll give them just a little bit more of a gold lead. 49 minutes on the clock. This game is getting just a little bit wonky indeed. The death time is just so long that if we do see a one-sided team fight, this may well secure the game here. Inhib down for BMA, only the 2 Nexus turrets left. So that's one advantage that Legendary have, as well as their gold lead. But for BMA, given how long the Deathborn timers are, even if they still have to push through the inhib and the inhib turret, they still definitely can do so in one decisive ace.
Yeah, that bot turret also got dropped below over half health, so that's going to be a prime target if Legendary win these team fights, that is.
Yeah, it's still respawning its health though, very slowly, but nonetheless it will do so eventually. That's a nice ward there from BMA. We'll get a bit of a scout off near the Baron pit.
Yes.
They're Baron may get taken here by Legendary.
It's not a common place to get scattered, but it will be immediately right there, throwing a sweeper down. 3 sweepers to 1. BMA have tons of warding trinkets, but not enough sweepers right now.
That's interesting. Definitely this late game, you should see more sweeping lenses, but that's going to be a repel down into the team fight. Oh, BMA ADC incredibly caught. That's going to set up a 4v5 point going balls deep against the Randall. And so Dragon's Ascent onto the back lines of Legendary, but so much damage. We need more goals. Are very, very low. And Pop the Zonia's just in time. Adam may get taken out by Spike. Can the peel well enough? We need more gold does drop. Excalibur still there. Very, very strong with the GA. 4-man, 3 of them now are left here for Legendary. Double kill for Excalibur, point on the chase. Agi with the Let's Bounce over the wall. Hardwell will flash away, point still alive with the Hex Drink. Excalibur has respawned and getting some nice assassinations, but meanwhile Chisabra, his full HP, doing a lot of damage. Agi does drop to his cell division and point on the run for his life. Weddy has respawned, but a nice team fight here. In the middle, though, they're losing their Nexus turrets. The top one is so low. The bottom one will get taken out by the Super minions. Excalibur wants to save that one. They may keep these towers alive.
I think they will, but they're so low right now. Like, any kind of Baron bait, any kind of pulling BMA out of their base and out of the pool can secure those Nexus turrets. But I really thought Legendary won that then, because they did catch BMA out. Unfortunately, they didn't do enough damage, and Point actually disengaged and chose to then target Shyvana instead of trying to push Excalibur and Chillsbra.
I think the real issue there was Chisabra just stayed alive the entire team fight, and she has so much damage, 360 AD with a Static Shiv, Infinity Edge for the crits, Last Whisper for the armor pen. If they don't take out Chisabra, he's just going to do so much damage with those powerful AAs.
Well, Excalibur was very slippery in that team fight. You saw him going over walls, throwing out leashes, throwing out sigils, and then going back over with the distortion, and just absolutely wrecking people and being targeted, and the Guardian's Angel doing a very good job in keeping him alive longer.
This is the Baron started here for BMA. There's a Shockwave as well. Not too bad there. Excalibur does drop Weddy. Excalibur is still alive in the process. Point though, look at this engagement here. 5v1 absolutely blasted down. Chisabra picks him up. Spike now on the chase. There's a very, very deep Elastic Slingshot Let's Bounce combination. Nice knockups there indeed from Hardwell. Will drop quite low. We need more gold still there on the back. Hardwell has get taken out, and the GA won't keep ADC alive for long enough. Triple kill here for Adam. BMA on the run. Baron is ready for the taking, but it's only 3 members here for Legendary. Maybe not enough to get that one, and the inhib has respawned.
Now, with these giant, nearly minute death timers, I think it's more beneficial for them to be pushing down the mid wave. They'll be getting 3. They have 2 key components of their wombo combo alive. So that's all they need right now. Those traps, not really doing too much. Just trying to suppress extra movement, but they are choosing the safe option and disengaging and waiting for the rest of their team to come back.
Shockwave now available. However, the Let's Bounce is 40 seconds on cooldown, so definitely no Wombo ready available, but we'll clear out these vision wards. Look at those vision wards all over the place there. Don't want to go for the Baron, I would say, but clearing out these vision wards, so crucial. Excalibur moving in for some snipes, but nice spell shield from Adam.
Yeah, it was a great spell shield. It's all good. She had the Guardian's Angel anyway. She would have probably lived or out-traded LeBlanc then.
Minions pushing through the top. Only Weddy there. Not a lot of damage. Point moving in. Adam as well really wants to find the CS. So a fully completed item build for both of our ADCs. Mid laners also both fully completed. Pretty much across the board, I think we're all actually fully built.
Jungler needs another item that Hex Drink needs to be turned into a Malmortius.
That's pretty much it.
Spectral Cow can still be turned to the Banshee's Veil. I believe that will be. There's a Cloth on Shyvana, which probably will be a Frozen Heart, maybe. And I believe that's... Yeah, I think that's it. 20k on LeBlanc.
22k here for the Sivir.
Wow.
Adam. So a lot of gold. 85 to 90,000 in this game. This one sure is getting intense. 55 minutes on the clock. I cannot remember the last time I have seen a game longer than an hour. And if we do, absolutely props here to BMA and to Legendary. This really is turning to be quite intense. But again, the death timers are so long, but these team fights are just so even. They can't capitalize and get the Baron get the Nexus turrets. It's very, very lucky that those towers did survive. But for now, point off to the side, looking to get some backline gauges.
So when the inhib comes back, do those turrets get fully healed up, or do they stay at that amount of health that they were?
I'm actually not sure, to be honest. That's a good question. I think they go invincible, but they do have to regenerate their health gradually.
Yep.
But I'll have to find out that one indeed. But look, this team fight here may decide the game. Still pushing through in the top of the minions, but in the bottom, no engage just yet.
Yeah,
almost, but not quite.
It's a lot of pressure coming out from Legendary. They can throw it out, or Excalibur.
Oh, point is snared. This may be the team fight here. There's going to be the engage from Agi moving in. Where is the shockwave? That's what we need to see. Spike's in the back with a lot of damage. A Soul Shackle's only onto Agi. Adam does drop Spike, and Weddy's getting quite low, but IDC gets dropped as well. Looking very good for Legendary on the chase now. Hardwell running for his life. Inhib being focused here. Excalibur drops our Agi. Where is the shockwave? It's still available. She can use the shockwave if she finds it. Backing away after the inhib, playing it incredibly safe.
Yeah, that inhib take up. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of pressure from the mid wave. They now need to throw it around the map, possibly try to push down that bot lane. Oh, that's the key. That's the easy pick right there. That top inner turret is still available for gold taking. Oh, the Baron.
I gotta say though, props here to Legendary, not getting greedy, not getting ahead of themselves, getting the kill, getting the inhib and backing away, not going deep for the dive, not going for the Nexus turrets, not throwing away their victory, gonna hold on to it and try and play the smart game. Baron Dragon being started here by Point. He wants to find the Dragon. He's quite low. They've got to be careful not to pop that the GA rather. We need more gold. We'll move in to finish it off, smiting that one as well. At this stage, smite is just not very important anymore, is
no,
it? It scales off.
It's like free 1k damage onto a neutral minion or a legendary one, as it would be. But no, everyone is max build now. There's still a clock.
Except for Shyvana, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know what that... She has to get, like, 2.6k to be able to buy that. I think it's a Frozen Heart, just outright.
Well, yeah, Frozen Heart would be nice for the attack speed slows. It'll slow down the AAs of Adam, the Sivir, but also we need more gold on the Orianna. They both have pretty powerful auto attacks, so that will definitely benefit the team quite well, as well as giving her own tankiness, getting the White Wraith camp. But again, the Baron has not been taken. They've been looking for the Baron, but they just can't find it because of how close these team fights are.
Ever since about 40 minutes, they've been trying to get this one Baron, and neither team can do it. They're either too low, or it's just not a good option, or one just pushes the other off it. And
exactly. Legendary now pushing through the middle. Will this be the last push they are looking for, or will they throw away their lead? And Excalibur going in very, very bold there indeed, burning the ultimate, but such a low cooldown. The ultimate is a 14-second cooldown. That is absurd. That's absolutely ridiculous here, but we'll push through and perhaps get the inner turret, which would be nice in the top lane.
Yeah, it's already back up, the ultimate. Oh, here we go. He's some scouting. There's no sight of Witty there.
Yeah, they see them now, though. Witty's getting a little bit low. There is the box as well. Ace in the hole doing absolutely nothing here. Minions are pushing the top tower. This may be the edge they're looking for. Those top minions in the middle. Super minions pushing down the middle. Or will they go for the Baron? It looks as though Legendary are going for the Baron.
Oh, here comes the Baron.
Can they take it in time? BMA, they're all moving in. Weddy's off scouting to the side here. Baron on about half HP. That's going to be a Baron. Fantastic. That's what Legendary need. And now can they get the team fight here? There is Elastic Slingshot and a Let's Bounce here. There's a Dragon's Ascent as well. That's going to be the engagement. Where is the Shockwave? They're still in the air, knocking them down. No distance yet. Shockwave gets both of them. Fantastic play. Adam getting some kills. Excalibur going for the assassination, but jumps away. Agi picks up Hardwell. Chisabra, he's fine. He's in the back doing the long range damage. BMA ADC does drop to we need more gold, but BMA looking pretty low. We need more gold, it's very, very low. And there's a GA. Chisabra doing a fair bit of damage, but gets caught by the Jet Centers and the fight. And that is a shutdown. That's going to be your ace, and that is going to be the game here. Chisabra will fall, and that is the last of BMA. Legendary are free to push through this one.
Minute time is everywhere.
70-second cooldowns, 59 minutes 30. Not quite the hour game that we were hoping for. But damn, what a hectic one.
That was long. That was quite enduring for me. I wonder how these players are doing it when they've been here all day.
That 10th, waiting for the shockwave. And that is a GG and a half here, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic game. BMA Legendary balling that one incredibly well. We are the General's Gentlemen. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.